I'm going to take a few minutes here to reflect on today's show and do a little bit of summarizing. I've taken some notes as we go along here. Progress, we've heard quite a bit, and the progress with big data is forcing progress to rethink these things. Some of the things that impressed me were the applications integration that are being done concurrently with data center consolidation, and portfolio management becomes a key issue to be dealt with as we move this forward. When we talked about cloud, we saw the trend that we start with commodities. We move the things that are, I guess, the easiest to move first, and we begin learning the lessons that way, which sets us up for moving additional things down the road. You got to take into account cost, quality, as well as integration of the data. I think that was an interesting point when we talk cloud there, is how do we keep all the data integrated if we're moving some stuff out, keeping some stuff in. Benefits, we heard a lot about virtualization being an opportunity to get rid of things, to relook at our inventory, to decide what we need to keep and not keep. We talked about space efficiencies, operational effectiveness being improved, and agility. I thought was an interesting point brought up by someone that we're able to move faster. I think, Ed, you brought that up, how we can now move quicker and be able to react to different types of challenges. In the lessons world, change management's not easy. People are used to doing things the way they've always done things, so anytime you introduce change, it creates some culture issues that need to be worked through. We talked about lessons in testing, that the importance, I think, again, it was Ed brought up the importance of testing to make sure that these things are ready to go when it is time. And again, the challenges, the lessons of being able to manage those portfolios and how important that is to moving forward. In the world of challenges, we talked about this takes time. You can't, you talk about data center consolidation, it ain't going to happen overnight. It takes planning, it takes efforts, it takes good strategies. We talked about the challenges of consolidation, and the big one that I think we heard from just about everyone was security. That you need to get the security right, and of course that culture issue came up again when we were talking through some of the challenges. And also we talked about complexity. It's just really complicated what's out there in order to bring this all together. The future, we looked at acceleration of the trends. We looked for smaller data centers, less centers, better efficiencies. Mike brought up the governance issue and the importance of vital processes, of having really good processes in place to let us move forward. With that, I want to do a couple thank yous here. First of all, I want to thank all the panelists for taking time to come out today to share your ideas. I also want to thank our sponsors, of course, without which we would not have a program. Thanks especially to our listening audience out there that tune in. And I want to do one special thank you here. Many of you know, many of our listening audience know that Mike Krieger will be retiring at the end of October. Mike has been a wonderful friend and colleague. He certainly has done a tremendous amount for this community. I want to thank Mike publicly with a little shout out here for his contribution to our country, his contribution to the IT community. We certainly wish him all his hopes and dreams for the future come true as he goes to this next stage in life. But I have a feeling, even though he's retiring from government, I think we're still going to see a lot of Mike Krieger and his knowledge. We need that knowledge that he brought to the environment in this community for a long time to come. So Mike, congratulations and thank you for all your service. You've been listening to the Federal Executive Forum on Federal News Radio 1500 AM.